Alright, Jared here. I'm going to show you my Whitescreen I've been building for the last 2.5 days. Check it out. So, there's my trusty tripod. Yay! Alright, standing flush on the carpet. I don't know why I needed the carpet there. We have two 25-pound weights holding down a giant 2x4, which is wrapped taut around the fabric. If you pan upward, you place a beam across the ceiling holding two other lights directly above those two. If you look at the center beam, we actually pull the white sheet. It's actually fabric. See, if you come over to here, I'm breaking my own cardinal rule, yeah, whatever. Alright, I have a beam right there, holding it up, actually grafted into the garage. Now, if you look downward, you have my two lights, which I already showed. If I turn around, you have my tripod, and a studio light, and a studio light, two light, the subject. The subject stands right here. Alternatively, they can't stand there, but they begin to cast quite a few shadows unless they stay dead in the center. So, the subject actually stands like right here, with the lights up behind them. So, lighting for the subject, lighting for the Whitescreen. Hopefully you don't get motion sickness. Alright, now let's head on back. Now, when I designed this, I wanted it to be able to be, excuse me while I interrupt myself mid-sentence. Oh god, so tight. Oh, okay. When I originally designed this, I wanted us to be able to easily take it up and put it down. So, what I did, I took that beam, I put nails all along the back end side. And as you come across, you will notice I took grommets and placed it in the fabric, which I folded 4 times over. It's 4 times its original thickness. This piece of tape does not need to be there anymore, but that's, I originally measured all out. This is, I believe this is 2 3/4 inches. No, 3 3/4 inches? I don't know. The measurement is exactly the same for every single fold that I did. And it's folded 4 times over. That was a pain. That's what the tape was for. The grommets are also placed the exact same width apart, and as are the nails. It's all measured out and marked beforehand, so do not try to do it freehand. You will fail miserably. So, we've got a few load-bearing grommets here. Are pulled nice and taut against it. You can barely move them. That is not one of them. Let's try and find a load-bearing one. There's one right there. You can barely move that sucker. And it is pulled tight, up and over. As you can see, this is flush against that piece of wood. Don't know if you can see that. And that is how it is fastened from the back end side. There's a lot of work. I've spent 2.5 days on this, making it up as I went. Alright, head back out front. Excuse me while I squeeze. Look at me. Look at this. Oh, this is horrible. Okay, yeah, I'm skinny. Alright. You also come over to here. If you'll notice, it's nice and taut the whole way along the edge. Part of that is it's taped inside of this cabinet. Kind of a cheap way to get nice and tight. But if you come down here, you'll notice I sunk a hook into the wall, took a bungee cord, folded this 4 times over, starting to rip, but it will go the whole way through. It will stay that way. I didn't know I needed to do that. I figured I'd have to tighten it some way, but it was already built and entirely assembled. Come on, Jared, assembled, and I didn't want to put grommets while they're in that angle. But it's been holding that for 2 days now, so it should be fun. And this is folded 4 times over, just like the grommets. So, it'll definitely hold the weight. And that's how you get nice and taut on the right-hand side. So let's step back again, get a whole overview of it all. This video is a lot longer than I expected it to be, but I'm so proud of it. And that is my Whitescreen. And here's some footage from it. And this is my Whitescreen, or the final product. It's actually on automatic right now because I'm filming it by myself. Typically I would have someone else pushing all the buttons, making sure everything's alright. But this is exactly what it looks like coming straight out of the camera. I'm not going to change any of the coloring. I'm not going to saturate it. I'm not going to white balance it. I'm not going to do anything to it. This is exactly what it looks like coming straight out of the camera. Alternatively, this is what it looks like when I enhance it. Wow, that looks even better. Didn't even know that was possible. I use my hands a lot when I talk. I'm just going to go like this from now on as I talk. So, yeah, this is really distracting. Essentially, it's 2 main studio lights, bam bam, which you will see in a second. Oh wait, God, you've already saw it. I'm forgetting how I'm going to order this. Alright, so it's Jared. Editing is going to be a pain on this. Might just leave it like this because I don't really care. Alternatively, I can do tips, see? Tip number 1 and tip number 2. Couldn't look much weirder doing that. I can only snap with one hand. Can't snap with 2. So I can pretend that I can put this one out of the frame. And, oh, I totally just snapped with that hand. You saw that. Alright, I'm done. Done rambling. Ramble, ramble, ramble. I'm going to go out the way I came in, see? Oh God, what the hell is this song?